What is going on, good and wonderful people? Here to bring in our video, and today we're talking about Tristan Jarry's future as a Pittsburgh Penguin. And talking about will he be bought out this season or traded? Tristan Jarry, 30 years old, drafted 2013, 44th overall, second round pick, a 14th pick. Was originally supposed to be the Pens' number one guy to back up Marc-Andre Fleury. And also, when Fleury's starting days were over, be the main guy for the Pens for years and years to come. Back in 2015, that's what people were projecting. And for those that do remember, goalie Matt Murray, who was the fourth or fifth or even the sixth goalie out of the Pens goalies at the time, was expected to be nothing, who was number 30, a former Pittsburgh Penguin, and Jarry wears number 35. So the Pens call up Matt Murray, and he does some good in the regular season of 2015-16, ends up taking over as the playoff starter after Jack Zachoff starts the first few games against the Rangers in 2015-16. Goes on to this magical run, wins a cup, and then wins another cup back-to-back as a rookie, first goalie to win a cup as a rookie back-to-back. And took over Marc-Andre Fleury's job in 2017, and we know what happened next, and unfortunately, Matt Murray's career took a sad turn after that. So, and now Tristan Jarry, who's been the main starter since after the 1920 season, and we're going to look at Tristan Jarry's stats, not all of them, because I've already done a video on that. We're going to take a look at his stats since the 1920 season to now. So, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, Matt Murray was drafted in 2012, a year before Tristan Jarry. So, let's look at Tristan Jarry's stats since then. And Jarry, a lot of people projected him to be a really good starter number one goalie. Not like an all-time goaltender, like top 10, not any of that, but really good. Something like I would say, John Gibson or something. Like good, really good, but not like an all-time, obviously. So let's look at his stats. And fun fact, Tristan Jarry is the first Penguins goaltender in both franchises, the AHL, which is in Wilkes-Barre, the farm team, and the Pittsburgh Penguins to score a goal in both leagues, NHL and AHL. So yeah, that's an interesting fact. 1920, Tristan Jarry has a really good, solid season. Should say solid. 33 games played, 20 wins, 12 losses, 2.43 save percentage. Goals against, my apologies. And 0.921 save percentage, and gets 3 shutouts. And that was the season where Jim Rutherford, former Penguins GM, helped put together the teams to win those back-to-back cups in 2015-16 and 2016-17, had to make a choice. Was it the goaltender that helped win you 2 cups, who kind of was struggling for a bit, which shows sometimes he would be on his game? Or would you pick a goaltender that was supposed to be sought to be traded away? So Jim Rutherford had to make some big decisions. So this was the shorted season where the pandemic knocked everything out, and this was in the bubble. Tristan Jarry ends up playing 1 game in the qualifying round against the Montreal Canadiens, takes the starter job, is signed. Matt Murray is traded to the Ottawa Senators. So 2020-21, 39 games played, and this was a shortened season. And this was the 56-game season. and Jarry puts up 25 wins, 9 losses, 2.75 save goals against, and a .909 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. Solid numbers, like, for a goalie in his first year. Like, most people would say it was a solid season, even though it was a short season. And I think the All-Star game was in that time, or I think it was the year after. But yeah, I know Tristan Jarry did go to an All-Star game. 21 to 2. Oh, let's go to the playoffs. I nearly forgot. In 2021, Jarry would lose in 6 games to the New York Islanders and let in 3.118 goals against, average .88 save percentage. And fumbled really hard, especially in that series, the 2019 playoff rematch. Well, it was 2021. You get what I mean. So yeah, at 6 games, Tristan Jarry loses and struggled really bad in that playoff series. All right, let's get back to the regular season. Let me just find it. Sorry, everyone. 2022, Jarry. As a matter of fact, 2022, Jarry played 58 games. 2022, 3. But yeah, 2022, I'm getting these confused up. The Pens lose in Game 7, and Tammy Panarin scores the goal on a power play. Jarry only plays 1 game because he was hurt. The Pens had only Casey D. Smith and some other goalie. I don't remember his name. And Jarry's best season, 34 wins, 18 losses, 2.42 goals against, and a .919 save percentage, 4 shutouts. And then what came next was the Ron Hextall making the team older, trading Mike Matheson, John Marino, and completely changing the team to get older with experience. And we all know what happened. The Pens ended up missing the playoffs for the first time since Crosby's rookie season in 2006. And the Pens have missed 3 straight playoffs. Now, here we are in today. And this is the second full 82-game season. 2022 was the first full one since the pandemic and the shortened season with the 56 games. And Jarry was hurt quite a bit, and his wins went down a lot. You can see it. And his goals against went up. So 2023-24 roams around. Cal Dubas brings in Erik Karlsson, trades a first-round pick and other players for him. And this is Dubas' first year as GM. And Tristan Jarry, hurt again, struggles to stay healthy. 19 wins, 25 losses, 2.91 goals against, .903 save percentage, and 6 shutouts. And this was the season he also, I believe, scored his goal. And Jarry, last year, not this year, struggled a bit, getting pulled multiple times and having to put Delkovich in. And this year, only 36 games played and 16 wins, 12 losses, and his goals against is terrible. Not good numbers. And a .893 save percentage and 2 shutouts. And Jarry struggled this year where he would let in the first shot of a game by other teams. And Jarry's stats in total is 293 games under his belt, 152 wins, and 97 losses. So Jarry has had trouble staying healthy, and Kyle Dubas signed him to a $5 million contract, and for 5 years. And I originally heard people wanted 6 million. I mean, Jarry wanted 6 million for his next contract. Could you imagine we would have had to pay him 6 million? So yeah, Tristan Jarry is sent down to the AHL, and let's look at his stats, how he did in the AHL this year. "12 games played, 6 wins, 5 losses, 2. And he did play some solid numbers for his time in the AHL, but a lot of times Tristan Jarry would just get sent down again and struggled, and it's kind of sucks, like, because this guy was supposed to be a number one goaltender for a team, or Jim Rutherford thought after Matt Murray was struggling that they made the right choice trading Matt Murray to the Senators. So, and .908 save percentage and 1 shutout. To be honest, at this point, they never should have signed Tristan Jarry to a $5 million contract for 5 years. And what's going to happen to him? Like, let's look. He's struggled in the playoffs. He's been pulled multiple times the past 2 seasons. He has trouble staying healthy. And do you want to pay a player that's in the minors to like $5 million? I think he's going to be bought out, because I don't think anyone's going to trade for him. Who's going to take on a contract for a player that has never won a playoff series, struggles to stay healthy? So yeah, what buyout means is you buy out the remaining years, and you still got to pay them like some 100,000 or $1 million. I'm not good with numbers, but when they bought out Jack Johnson, they still had to pay him like for his remaining years of the money. So yeah, like Tristan Jarry, a guy that was supposed to be a top goaltender in the league and a number one guy, it's proven he's not a number one goalie. I think he's a solid, at this point, like just a backup that can get you 15 to 20 wins in case injuries happen. But I don't think he's this number one goaltender, and it's going to take a miracle for him to find his game. Like, if the Pens keep him, but I don't think, no matter who the Pens have in net, they are hoping for Joel Blomqvist to take over the starting role if he's bought out or traded, or if Jarry struggles and they're unable to move him or buy him out. So it's going to be interesting. So I personally think no goaltender is going to save the Pens, because even if Jarry did play like out of his mind and had a Vezina winning year, the Pens are an old team. Their blue line is slow. Their core is getting older. So what do you think is going to happen to Tristan Jarry this year, people? Do you think he's going to be traded, bought out? Or do you think he'll be in Penguins uniform for day one? Leave your thoughts in the comments.